Hey guys, so I'm editing this video right now and I realized that I completely forgot to put in an intro or to film the intro at all. So I guess I'm gonna do it now. I already took the look off, obviously, and I'm wearing something different. Don't worry, the next video will have an actual intro planned and everything. So just bear with me for this video, I guess. So this video is going to be all about the Met Gala look that Sophie Turner wore this year, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the teal wing, I loved the like barely there gloss lip, I loved the hair glitter that she had, I loved everything. So if you guys want to recreate Sophie Turner's Met Gala look with me, just keep watching. Okay, first things first, I'm going to start off with a primer. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I'm only going to be using this in my T-zone, just because that's where the largest pores that I have are. Alright, next I'm going to be using foundation, and lately I've been painting on my foundation with the paddle brush first and then blending it out. I don't know why, but it just seems easier that way. And that way I get to distribute it a little bit better. Alright, foundation's done. I'm gonna still be using the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer, which is my favorite concealer at the moment. Alright, now that that's all blended out, I'm going to be setting it with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I'm in the shade Fair. And I'm only going to set down my concealer. I don't usually set my whole face because I have dry skin and powder tends to make me look cakey. So I just prevent creasing by putting it over where I put the concealer. And just a little bit on my nose, because that's where I tend to get oily on my nose. And that's it, just my nose. It's weird. Alright, I'm gonna go do my brows off of camera real quick, and I will be right back to do the rest of the look. Alright, brows are done, and I went ahead and primed my eyelids with the Fenty Beauty Primer. And it looks like Sophie doesn't have a whole lot of bronzer and blush going on. So I'm just going to do light bronzer and just a wash of like a peachy type of blush. Alright, I'm going to go in with this palette from BH Cosmetics. It's the nude blush palette. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a liquid eyeshadow. This is the Color Tattoo Eye Chrome from Maybelline. This is in the shade Electric Emerald, and I'm just going to kind of map out my eye shape with this. Instead of using the doe foot applicator from the tube, I'm going to use a brush to be a little bit more precise. It looks like it's going high above her crease and kind of mimicking the shape of her eye. And then just kind of winging out from there. I'm going to go underneath my eye a little bit so that I can easily connect the lower lash line with the lid. And I'm going to take this shade right here from the James Charles palette and just layer that on top. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it out into that emerald liquid eyeshadow we used. And don't worry about being super precise with this part, because it appears that she has it a little more blended out at the top here. And it's only really sharper at the little wing here. So I'm just going to buff out the edge just a tiny bit with that same brush. I just don't have any more product on it. And there we go. And now it looks like she has a little bit of smoked out black eyeshadow right where her lash line is in the outer corner. So I'm just going to take this teeny tiny brush and go into the shade Spooky in the James Charles palette. Mainly just because I don't want to jump around with palettes. So I'm just going to lightly tap that on the outer corner and just kind of wiggle your brush along your lash line so it doesn't get too much pigment in one spot. And I'm just going to do a little bit at a time, just kind of smoking out and defining that lash line a little bit. And then taper it in on the and then I'm going to taper it in to only half my eye. So I'm not going to go all the way into the inner corner, just going to keep it around halfway. And I'm just going to taper it off about halfway across my eye. And that's kind of what you want to end up with, just a little bit of shadow here in the, wow, just a little bit of shadow here in the outer corner. And now I'm going to go in and do the lower lash line, which is just kind of blended out with that shimmery aqua shade that we use from the James Charles palette. So I'm just going to take a little pencil brush, and I never put shimmers on the lower lash line just because I prefer a matte lower lash line. I'll put like shimmer like on the inner corner sometimes, but I've never done a shimmer all the way across like this. Alright, and that's kind of it for the eyeshadow portion. Now I'm going to just put a little bit of black eyeliner in my waterline. And this is the NYX eye and eyebrow pencil in black. It's just black. So I'm just going to line my waterline. Okay, now for the inner corner and the brow bone, it looks like she has more of a white highlight rather than like champagne-y gold, which is what I like to use. So I'm going to go in with this top shade here. And from my reference picture, it looks like she's just has mascara on over her natural lashes and she's not wearing any lashes, but I'm going to put on a lash. Where would we be without lashes? So I'm going to go do the other eye off of camera and I'm going to pop on my lashes really quick and then we can finish up the face. Alright, the other eye is done and I have lashes on now. And I think this came out pretty good so far. So for highlight, I'm going to be using Face from the James Charles palette. Okay, and for the lips, it looks like she has like a nude gloss lip going on. So I'm going to line my lips just a little bit. mainly at the cupid's bow and on the bottom of the bottom lip. Alright, now that I've lined my lips, I forgot to tell you what I lined them with. So this is L'Oreal Color Riche lip liner in the shade Timeless Coral. And now I'm just going to put a gloss over that just to make it look more natural. And I'm using the Morphe gloss in the shade Flower Crown. Alright, and the lips are done. Alright guys, there you have the finished look. Now I don't look nearly as glamorous as Sophie did on the, you know, Met Gala red carpet, but it's fine. It's fine. I actually love how this turned out. It was one of my favorite, more creative looks at the Met, aside from like Lady Gaga's look and Lily Collins's look. I would love to recreate their looks, but there is just not enough time in the rest of the month, to be honest, to recreate all the looks I'd like to recreate. So let me know what you guys think of this look and how I did recreating it. And tune in hopefully a couple of days for the next video. And don't forget to turn on the notification bells next to that subscribe button. Hint, hint.